welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. I think I skipped last week talking. It wasn't a talking video, it was a voiceover, but it was out of necessity because I think my kids were there. I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to do a full-on talking video today. I've got a little bit of extra time, but my mom's supposed to be here a little bit earlier because I want to kind of get a head start and go to karaoke earlier. So I'm going to spray my face with my Caudalie Beauty Elixer. I love that product. I say that in every video. Next, we're going to do some primer. So I'm going to use my Milk Makeup Hydrogrip primer. I'm actually surprised. I actually have quite a bit of this. This is my very first one that I've ever purchased, and I still have a lot left. I've gone through the Patrick Star one a lot, but this one I haven't, which I'm surprised because this is just as good. It's just more of a moisturizing primer. It's kind of a sticky primer too. I'm not going to use any foundation. I'm also not going to use my glow product because I just don't want to be too glowy. But I am going to go in with my concealer. So I'm back to my Jeffree Star concealer. Okay, so I'm immediately going to blend this out. And we're going to cover up my circles. I don't know, like I haven't been sleeping well lately. And yeah, I haven't. So yeah, I haven't been sleeping well. Maybe that's not the answer or the issue. It's just that I haven't been getting very good sleep. So yeah, I guess I haven't really been sleeping well. I haven't been getting very much sleep. And I don't really know why. It's kind of is what it is, I guess. Okay, so we're just going to blend this out. See, this concealer just blends so well on my cheek. Like, it doesn't even look like anything is there. Like, it goes really well with my skin tone right now. Although I haven't really been out in the sun lately because it's been raining a lot here. It's been really rainy. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyebrows quick. I'm also going to use I might as well line my waterline too. So I think I'm going to use my Hourglass Voyeur Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in the shade Chestnut. It's kind of like a rich burgundy color. It's not black, and I don't want something that, oh, I'm out. Look, it's, oh God. That makes me sad because this was a really good liner. Okay, well, it's garbage. Technically, I could have had enough, but you know what? That's a sign from up above that I need to use my black eyeliner. So I guess it is going to be black today. So I will line my eyes and I'll do brows and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so that part is done. I'm going to use some, you know what, I was going to use my cream contour, but I think I'm just going to use blush. I'm really happy with my concealer right now. So did I say blush? I'm going to set everything down with my powder bronzer. So this is my Fenty Beauty Instant Warmth Sun Stalk'r bronzer. This is the shade Caramel Cutie. It's one of my favorites because it doesn't have any like I don't know, sparkle. It's completely matte. And when I'm looking for a good bronzer, that's usually what I'm looking for. So I don't want to do it too much because my tan's kind of faded. I've just got a little bit left on my chest. So I'm going to put some on the middle of my forehead. And on my nose. And on the tops of my cheekbones. I did touch my concealer when I was applying my liner, so I'm just going to blend that out a bit. I like using a really fluffy brush for this step because you really can't go wrong. The only thing I kind of watch for, so I do bring it up to my temples, just going to watch that there's no weird line along my jawline, especially if I'm blending this just on the cheekbone part of it. But it makes sense to put it here because this is where the sun hits you, so I don't want it to look weird, but I don't want to overdo it right now because I'm not super tan anymore because tans fade really, really quickly. Okay, so then for blush, I probably shouldn't use a cream, but I really want to use this one. This is my Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Stick in 077 Candy. I think it smells like candy. It's pink, which is kind of going against all of my warning signs right now, and that's simply because I'm going to be using the Nars, what is this even called again? The limited edition palette, Summer Solstice. I love these shades. Indian Wells. Yeah, they have the names on the back this entire time, and I didn't even see that there. But you can see when you put this on, it looks like it's obviously a cream, but it looks kind of glowy. Really like that. So the only problem with putting this on is that it might take off my concealer and my bronzer. So let's see. I'm using a dry brush here to blend. I think that looks okay. So I'm going to use some setting spray now. And then I have to also decide, so I'm going to go ahead and do the shadow, but I have to decide if I'm going to be using Vise lashes, which I'm kind of leaning towards, or if I want to use a strip lash. So the problem with Vise lashes is that they're really hard to get off. So when I come home, I can leave them on, but I take off my makeup. And if I take off my makeup, they're probably going to come off anyway. So I'm like, I don't know. And it's really hard to get them off. And my mom's babysitting, and my husband and I will come home, so we're having a date night tonight. I just don't want to like wake anybody up. So I don't know what to do. Like logically, I should just use a strip lash, but the Vise ones look so cute and so pretty. So I'm using my Nars Summer Solstice palette. I'm going to go in with this like tan shade here first to develop a crease. I'm using like a medium blender brush. Actually, yeah, this is an E25 by Sigma, so it's the medium blending brush. And the shadow palette is actually quite old. So if you guys have this, I think it was, what did I say, 4 or 5 years old now, maybe older. So it was one of my first, like, I think this is the only Nars palette I have, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going up quite high to show that my crease is a little bit higher than it is. My crease is actually right below this color, but I do it higher because when I have my eyes open, I've got such a deep crease that you can't see the color anyway. So I put it in the crease, but then I blend it up and out so that you can actually see the color. Okay, so I've added quite a bit here, so I'm just going to blend until I'm happy. Okay, so that's looking really good. I'm going to go into the lighter tan shade here just to blend out a little bit above and underneath my brow. Might actually do highlight tonight. It's been a while since I've done highlight. Okay, so I'm just kind of debating here. Do I want to put matte on the lower lash line, or do I want to put a shimmer? We'll start with matte. I'm using the same brush, and I'm just going to press it into the lower lashes. Okay, so I think, you know what? I'm actually really happy with the way this looks. I feel like I still need something on the lid, but I kind of like how it looks. I like how it's like brown on the bottom lash line and then like brown in the crease and really nothing to speak of anywhere else. It's kind of, I don't know, I kind of like it, how it looks. I feel like the look isn't complete though, but I don't really know what else I want to use. I kind of like the way that looks. I've never done anything like that before, just left the lid plain. Is that weird? I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, you guys. I'm liking how it looks, so I'm gonna leave it. Weird, I'm so weird right now. Okay, but it looks good. It looks like I basically put towner on my eyes. I'm gonna do lips, so I'm going to line my lips with my favorite product ever, not Parchment. I have two of the ones that I like, but now I just don't know where they went. I've got one. Oh, they're both on my desk. Of course they're both on my desk. I didn't put anything away last time. So this is my Anastasia lip liner in the shade Cool Brown. It's my favorite shade. Okay, so I think that's really good. I think I'm going to see how well, like this might be too light for me. I don't know. I kind of want like a darker lipstick, maybe. I kind of want a matte lip because then it won't come off. I think this is, but it's super light. So I'm just going to see what I have. I know what I'm going to use. Okay, so I have these ones here. They're the Infallible by L'Oreal Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, the Lace Chocolate Scented. So it smells like chocolate. And this one is Dose of Cocoa. It's kind of like a pink color. Just want to see what else I have. I've got this one, which is more of a, oh, it's hard to explain. Not as pink, but more beige, but I don't think it's good. This one's too dark. And this one's too pink. Okay, so I guess we're going with Dose of Cocoa. It's going to be the best one, and I'll see what it looks like blended into this. It still smells like chocolate. It's pretty impressive. I've had these for a long time, too. As you can probably tell, you can't find these anywhere. Okay, I'm going to blend it into the liner. I blend it fairly close to the line, and then I go back in with the lip liner, and I go over my line again. Okay. And then I'll put a little bit of this lighter one. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood. Yeah, Pure Hollywood. It's a liquid lip as well. Put some in the center. Blend my lips together. And that's it. Okay, so kind of like my eyes, just kind of like toned down and brown. I'm gonna take those products with me in case I want to like redo that. And then what should we do? I'm gonna spray again. Okay, so ideally, if I was to do Vise lashes, I kind of want to show you guys how I do them. And I'm kind of leaning towards wanting to do them. Is that weird? Probably is. I still want to do a line on the upper lash line, so I'm going to do that.
I'm going for my shower.
Okay. Okay, so I think I'll do Vise lashes. So let's do those together. I'm gonna have to get out all the glue and stuff and just put all of my products aside so I have room here. I've got 3 styles. So the first style is this one. Does it even say what they are? I think this was like, it doesn't even say what they are, but they can be crazy. I've never actually used the 18s, or I have. No, I have. I lied. So I think I'll use those ones. These ones are the bunny ones. You can see they kind of have spikes. And then these are something else, and I can't remember what they are, but they're kind of flared. So I think I'm going to use I think these ones are called Extreme something. So I'm going to use those. So I'm going to map out some sizes here and just put them here. And then when I'm ready to do it, like, I'll show you guys. I'm hoping this works out. It's been a while since I've done this process. I'm not sure if I can zoom you guys in at all. Okay, so what I've got here is an 18, an 18, a 16, a 14, and a 12. So the 12 will go on the inner corner. And so what I have been like watching tons of videos, what they say to do is to curl your eyelashes. So we'll do that first. Curl the eyelashes. If you guys watch my videos, like I'm talking like the last 6-7 years, I don't curl my lashes. I'm so bad for it. They say if you heat your eyelash curler up with a blow dryer, it helps to hold the curl more because it's like curling the same as your hair. And yeah, I don't do that, but sometimes I curl more than just like the base. I just curl all the way up. I feel like for me though, sorry if you can hear kids in the background, I've got my door open. I feel like eyelash curlers don't work. I don't know. Never really did much of a difference for me. Like I can't see any difference with this eye. Okay, so then you have to add a little bit of the bond on the lash themselves, and then you put it on your eyelash. So I'm just going to do one side. Whoops. I'm just going to do one side first. I'm going to do this side. So I've done that, and now I'm going to take some of the bond and put it on my lashes. Okay, so I put quite a bit on. I'm going to close it so it seals, and then we're going to go ahead and put on the lashes. So I've got my first 16. I always start on the outside, and I just, sometimes I hold my eye up. Okay, I have a makeup wipe here, so I'm just going to use it to clean the pieces. I've got the next one. Okay, we're just going to use the back of the thing to tap the lash in place. I always struggle because then I put bond on and then it gets attached to my lower lashes. That's where I struggle. Okay, we're going to put the next one on next to the 18. This is a 16. Okay, I don't think this is going to do it. I think I need another 16 to put next to that. So I'm just going to open up my lashes and quickly do that. Okay, so we're going to take that 16, the second 16, and put that next to this 16. Tap him into place. Then we're going to take the 14, put that next to the 16. He did not want to stay. Okay. And then put the 12 next. And that looks pretty good. The 18s are really curly, I find. Could be because it's like really stuck there. Like, I don't know if the 18s are really curly. But so far, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I've got those there. I'm going to do the next eye. Okay, so that one's done too. I don't know what this is. It's almost like glue or something, but there's like these white chunks on my lashes. So what I'm going to have to do is see if I can like paint that with eyeliner or something, because I don't know what it is and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so we did that. So now what we need to do is put on some sealer. So, and then we're going to squish them all together, because I think, or even if what I do is I put the lash seal on and take some of this and put it actually on the tweezers and then use it to kind of squish the lash on to make sure that it's all on there. And just kind of squish them together like that. And then you take the bond and then you push it onto the lash. Just like so. Okay, and then I do the same thing. So that side is done, and then I just take more seal and I push it onto the lashes. Just like that, and they're done. So then what we need to do is add some mascara on the lower lash line, just so it doesn't look, so it kind of looks a little bit more balanced. So those are done. So it looks a bit more balanced. And I think it looks really, really good. I'm not used to having these cluster lashes. Also not used to having these 18s on the end, but I think they look good. So I think that's it for that. We're going to do a little bit of highlighter here. I feel like I haven't done highlighter in such a long time. So I'm going to go in with Mary Lou. We're going to do a little bit on the inner corner. A little bit under the eyebrow. Okay, and then a little bit on the cheek, on the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, between the brows. So I'm just going to use my bronzer brush and just kind of blend everything together. I'm going to take my lip liner and just go over in my lip line on the top a little bit more. And that's it. All right, so that is it for my makeup look. I'm going to do one more coat of setting spray. And she is done. That is it for this makeup look. I'm just going to dry my face quick, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done a look like this, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.